Lay it on the set.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other friggin' better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, two idiots who misinterpret the news so you don't have to. The dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz. And that's Jack with a mouthful, wiping his hands on the kitty.
Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we eat cookies and then use a kitty to wipe our hands of the chocolate chips, although the chocolate has not come off my fingers yet onto Lily. I guess I'm going to have to use the good old-fashioned shirt or pants to wipe that off.
You're wearing pants? What? I'm shocked.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But yes, greetings and welcome to today's show, boys and girls. It's Whacked Out Wednesday, March 9th, 2022, right here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. And hope you are all having a fantastic hump day, getting over the hump today. Middle of the week. Not much going on out there in the world. Well, we got news.
Wait. Yeah, are you talking about like the Tweeterverse and not much going on around there?
Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about. Still nothing. Last post was from the 27th out there on the Tweeterverse. Absolutely.
And the 6-day backpacking adventure is already over. So because we know Chris is tweeting on or making Facebook posts.
Yes. Got plenty of time to get into political conversations, but not enough time to update what's going on with the game. So I'm hoping that the lack of updates means that there's loads and loads and loads of great stuff going in for Release 100 that we're just not talking about yet. And speaking of Release 100, do we still have that open?
Wait, what's the tab called?
I'm on page 2. I think if we go back
hold on. Do I still have that open? Yes, I still have that item.
Are you at post? Are you at Sean's post or are you at
I just scrolled up and down.
You just scrolled up and down.
I can go find Sean's post.
I believe that's where we was down by Sean's post originally.
Where can you not derail this thread? This discussion belongs elsewhere. Related to heritage items should be given a choice to be sent as a gift, then without the extra cost.
Yes. Something we were talking about yesterday. If you were tuned in to yesterday's show, then you know all about that stuff. If not, well, we're not going to recap it, at least not right now.
Yeah.
But moving right along, Sean says a lot of good suggestions.
But no matter what, there should definitely be some kind of wall plaque.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Should be some kind of plaque to memorialize Release 100 that
Yeah.
players who are here, and it should only be released during the month of Release 100. If you don't log in, you don't get it. If you don't claim it during the release, you don't get it.
Hey, man, that's not the Shroud way.
Yeah,
10,000 releases from now, I should be able to get that commemorative
that's right.
Release 100 thing because I wasn't there.
Yeah, or at least if you were, a member, you know, and in the vault, of
Nope,
course,
not
right?
not
Yeah,
not
right.
even. I registered on Release 10,000.
For a whole
I should
buck
be
two
able to get
eighty.
all the items that were supposedly rare that aren't. Yeah, I'm surprised that the Kodo shop doesn't have the Release Virtue hats.
It's funny you say that. Somebody
Um,
recently put a post out that he was selling the whole collection,
yeah,
and
I
fish.
you can get the ones that were. I mean, why can't I get like the Cavalier hat?
The most coveted hat in the collection, nonetheless. But Winfield says he thinks you
Well,
need to fish up 100 fish in order to get the 100 Release
I mean,
100 plaque. That's a
yeah.
cute one. That's a cute one.
But going back to the Duke Gregor's like black or plague. I mean, speaking of that, we do need to bring the plague back
Bring back
into
the
Shroud.
plague, man. Bring
Yeah,
back the plague.
bring
300 bits
back
from Bridge
the
Troll
plague.
because fishing is the devil. The
Yeah.
devil.
Vero would love to see some more old scenes in tiered versions of Release 100, tiered
Yeah,
Verizon, tiered Kroll, etc. Um,
I'm not
my
too keen
issue
on that
with
one.
my issue with tiered scenes is this: game mechanics aren't changed. The only thing that Chris is doing is adding strength to the mobs in those tiered different scenes. We need to actually address the gameplay issues related to animal or mob AI and provide them with additional skills to use from their pool.
Well, aside from that, tiered should be a little different, but real quick,
Yeah.
for his 300 bits, Bridge Troll's got himself a copy of Freaking Meatbags. Freaking Meatbags on Steam. We're at
Gotta love that one.
9.99. Yes,
Yeah.
Freaking Meatbags. But aside from that, tiered should be tiered versus player level. Not
Yeah.
here is tier one, here is tier two, here is tier three, and it's just always that way. It should be versus the player level. So if the player
Hey,
is 1 through
yeah,
50, it's one. If it's 50 through 100, it's another. It's 100 to
what
150, it's another,
what
and
about
so
that
on.
game mechanic that was brought in and then promptly abandoned where the spawn points for the mobs changed based off of when you logged into it. So essentially you would like have human spiders, bears, wolves, whatever. You'd go into a scene and they would be doing different things and
Only
spawning in
one
different
third
locations.
of the spawn should be active at any other time, and then they should
Yes.
constantly rotate around. Yeah, I think that was
Yeah.
abandoned a long time ago.
It was an idea that was abandoned a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then the mobs would fight each other and take over a scene. And so, yeah.
Although I
Um,
love the mechanic of mobs fighting each other because it makes it easier for me to kill them because I just sit off
Sweep
to
in
the
and
side
grab that XP. Yes.
and wait for them to kill each other down to a point where it takes a couple plunks of my arrows, and
Yep.
yes, I get the XP and the kills.
And
Absolutely.
Bridge Troll wants
Bridge
a
Troll.
Lord British commemorative statue with an optional
No,
button
no, no,
that
no
drops a brick
optional.
on his head. It
It's
should be required.
it should be required. Absolutely. It should be
Yeah.
required. That's right.
Yeah. Or
Not
an
optional.
emote that opens a portal that we step into and it performs a return to the last zone thing like the balloon at Castle Atos.
Yeah, interesting.
Another option would be a teleporter to the Lord British Castle invasion. Eh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Omnidon's like a mouse NPC pet that maybe talks. Talk about all of the talking items within the game.
I don't know
The
about a
only
mouse.
the only mob that talks is the Oracle in one spot that is no longer active
Yeah, I
for
don't know about
accessible
that.
by brand new players.
A lot of the mobs bark, something.
No, you can hear them barking.
Oh, well, I don't believe that he means like physically talks, like,
Hey! I
yeah,
want. Well, that was done by Cat, who is trying it as a proof of concept that
yeah,
made it into
yeah.
the game.
Tina says, I support this statue. Yes, so do we. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Bridge Troll says, okay, I'm all for the
I'm all for
celebratory
this.
suicide potion.
It's the red Kool-Aid.
I believe you
Yeah.
can still type /suicide and kill yourself, can't you?
I don't think so.
I believe that was a command. Wasn't it not?
It was /kill.
Was it /kill? I thought it
Yeah,
was
but
/suicide.
it does not work in the game.
Why don't you just try it and find out?
Yeah,
I
hold
did.
on.
I did. I tried both. Anti-virtue shrines from Omnidon, or a kit to make a statue version of yourself with what you're wearing, a musket, a replenishing
Cobalt
potion
cloud
that
cannons, man. Cobalt cloud cannons. Forget the musket.
inoperable cobalt cloud cannons is where it's at.
They're already in the game, man. Make them functional. Make them functional.
Yeah. Then
This is on the lines of Bridge Troll's last comment. I like this.
A replenishing potion that causes you to explode, shooting out confetti, sending your body parts flying, and you get to run around as a ghost. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Of
Lilith,
course. Lilith Ann has been dying to own her own POT, so
50% discount on pots. No.
Yeah.
I would like to see a one-time only silverleaf tree. Yeah. Or always.
As long as I could harvest it for silver,
Yeah.
silver scrap, that would be cool.
Yeah. The chicken room requests, all kinds of stuff.
Chicken room is a big one, yes. We've been dying for the chicken room. It's not like it doesn't still exist someplace out there.
Yeah. El Jefe speaks and says, "Hey, here's 10 different ideas. A club that randomly locks a player's skill from being used for a period of time, aka the Nerf bat.
The Nerf
That would
bat.
be kind of funny.
Now, why would you want to use something like that? Has anybody got an idea behind why? You would have to equip it for that to happen, wouldn't you?
Well, it would be better if it would actually work on another person. So you get hit with the Nerf bat, and then it locks a skill or prevents a skill being used by that other person. So it would mess with their deck.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny.
And Tina says that he thought he had heard that it doesn't still exist, the chicken room. Yeah. I've never heard of a developer actually erasing stuff that they've created ever. They archive it, they put it away, but
it's still around.
Yeah, I'm sure it's got to be somewhere. I've never heard of any developer erasing any piece of work, at least intentionally. Let's put it that way.
Unless it's Leisure Suit Larry 4.
Yes,
quest for the floppies.
But that didn't get erased. That got lost in the mail.
hey. Yeah, you know what? I think Bridge Troll loves this idea: a toilet dungeon entrance that teleports on seating.
I like that idea too. I'm sure you would be a fan, because we've got some commodes out back there that would be great. That they should be teleporters that Yeah, we could set like town teleporters, and when you sit on the pot, it teleports you to said town. That would be
Yeah.
really cool.
Um,
Prankster
a,
likes that one.
a truth cloak that changes color based off the truth virtue, so you can keep it at 100. No. Craftable, renamable wall plaques of each metal type and gem type with Kodo store dyeable nameplate and Kodo falling nameplate. No.
Yeah,
Chicken essences and totems.
I'd love to have a chicken dungeon.
Yeah, the
That would be great in the
replenishing
chicken
chicken
room.
room spawnable blueprint dock. Seasonal boss essences and totems.
Interesting.
And someone sent me the best text message ever. You definitely need a blowjob. I hope you have someone available. Yeah. Uh, introduction of discipline cross crafting tools such as the herring of forestry.
Interesting.
What?
And Tina, yeah, I said that though. Lots of devs have lost data, but it shouldn't happen, but it does. Yes, but I said that I've never heard of a dev intentionally erasing data that they've created. It's not that they wouldn't have
this
lost
one
it.
I am completely against. Finally making Spoonie the Bard's outfit available to the masses. No, Spoonie the Bard is a douchebag that should not get anything. And yeah, he can try to blame it on his mental health for him being a douche, but no. New scene under Castle Atos, Hall of the Builders, has statues of all the staff that have contributed.
Yeah, please don't waste your time on that.
Do not waste your time until I get my custom Duke head.
Yeah. Here. Custom Duke heads, yes.
Yeah.
That we paid $5,000 for. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. The Obsidian Destroyer Squirrel. I'm sure
I'm
at this
all
point,
for it. I'm all for it.
Cabal of Obsidians within one of their laboratories of the Reshapers tried it, and it is out there somewhere, and it is very, very angry.
Very angry squirrel. Squirrel?
Very, very angry. A chest mimic that organizes your other chest inventory based on its pattern. I like that idea.
Well, what happens if you have inventory that's not supposed to be in that chest? Then what happens? Yeah, see, I don't get how that would do.
It is organizing it based off of its pattern. So it could be random. It could be very, very organized. You have no idea. It's whatever the chest mimic does.
So if I had the chest patterns, let's go take a walk over to my lot real quick.
Nope.
Because I happen to have some of those chests over here. Matter of fact, I think all the chests by the crafting stations are their respective patterns, aren't they?
Well, no, remember, it would organize the contents of those chests to
that's what I'm saying is the pattern on this chest bed of blacksmithing tables is the blacksmithing, so it would organize the contents via blacksmithing, right? Is that what we're saying? And then the
chest mimic would organize the contents of the chest however it feels like.
Well, that's what I'm trying to discern as to based on its pattern. So if it's based on its pattern, then the stuff in the
word pattern is not in there at all.
Yes, it is.
No. A chest mimic that organizes your other chest inventory based on its pattern.
Based on its pattern. Based on the pattern of the chest. Hello.
No.
Yeah.
The word pattern there is the chest mimics like how it feels like doing things.
I don't think
not the pattern that's on the chest.
That's not how I'm reading it. What do you guys and gals think? What do you think he's inferring to? I believe it's the pattern on the chest. That would be my thoughts. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm questioning.
Coeur d'Alene's like, hey, hand out free copies of my in-game portrait. Simon is like, chest that can accept no trade items. It has been asked for ages.
Your bank will accept all the no trade items you want.
Yeah.
And will not count towards your inventory. No inventory count against your inventory for no trade items. And welcome to all the folks coming in from Torque Stream. Torque hitting us up with the raid.
15 people. Sweet. Chess with more capacity, 500 or even 1,000 items. Fantastic. How about a golden pattern where you choose one choice of weapon, wand, staff, whatever. Also, I would love a tab to buy orders from all vendors in a pot, not just sell orders.
Yes, that's a popular request out there as well. That's been out there on the wish list, which is
processing that wish list, processing a bunch of other things. And Lily is really making this difficult to use my mouse today because she's
got to sit there
her
on
legs
your way
out to say, hey, you need less room for your mouse.
Moon Gold Gaming, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you want a Steam key, you can send 300 bits to either Laz or myself, and we'll get you that Steam key.
That's right. But make sure you're entered for a giveaway because if we reach 500 bits on either of our stream, we will do a game of marbles and giveaway keys, as well as there will be a giveaway at the end of the show. So if we don't get any bits, we at least have the one giveaway. In about 10 minutes, we'll be doing streamer bundle giveaways. So type in !bundle me to make sure you're
!I love free shit
done there.
And don't forget, you need to be doing that on both streams.
Papenda, thank you for the follow.
Twitch.tv/Cinesist and Twitch.tv/Cinesist, and maybe quite possibly Twitch.tv/Cinesist.
I like that new one.
Which one?
The Cinesist.
Cinesist. Yeah. Always better odds on my stream.
That's right. But those are the latest updates. Actually, let's just hit a refresh there because I guess that would have refreshed.
I did multiple refreshes to make sure that there were no other posts.
Yeah, so if you guys have ideas for Release 100, go ahead and add them to that thread. And we'll go ahead and copy this in so that you guys and gals have a chance to go read the ideas and actually put your own ideas in there if you so wish. So you can go check out that thread. I don't know where it's going to drop you, but you can go forward, backwards, and all that good stuff. Welcome, Lomir. Lomir's got a day off, apparently. Or he's out of a job again, which one or the other. I see him getting in on the bundles.
Okay.
But yes, moving right along. What do you have left open from topics from the top of the week? Oh, yeah, let's talk about Skeggy's problem because this is one that I've complained about, and I think he's finally hit upon what the one of the actual problems to this.
I gotta find
notice of eviction
where Skeggy's post actually is. There it is. I recently logged in today to find a village lot in Crossroads evicted, and this surprised me as I've not received on an email on the account email address. I was able to reclaim the lot. The bug is I received no warning email.
Email.
I have received the email on other accounts. I checked all my spam and deleted message areas. The only difference is that this is with a Steam account. Yeah.
Yes. Now, just to point out, this is one of those things that I've complained about several times since this has been changed. When Chris changed the extension, which he was supposed to fix to 60 days, I think that broke the email. But I also have now figured that when I used to get the emails, that was before I moved all of my other properties. Actually, I was getting some
Yeah.
after I moved them, but not as I should have every single day when they were counting down. I would get them at 11 days or 12 days instead of, as soon as they went, into the red. And last month, I actually got into a couple 100,000 gold hole. I mean, not that I'm really worried. If you notice, I have just a little wee bit of a tax credit built up there, so it's really not a big deal. But
Yeah.
we need to get
But
that fixed back.
the funny thing about that is like your biggest gold sink in the game.
Should have been red.
Remember, Shroud generates how many millions of gold every single day?
Yeah.
10 to 15 million gold is generated every single day. In the entire month, only like 7 million is actually removed. The biggest gold sink in the game is property taxes.
I would argue that it's Black Pearl, but that's
realistically, it's Black Pearl, especially considering it's like, yeah.
And that's one that I'm surprised we didn't see on the top 100. Black Pearl farming.
Black Pearl farming. Hold on. Are you sure you don't see that on there?
I don't think I saw it anywhere on that list. But of course,
are you sure about that?
Is it going to be there right now?
You might want to refresh that page because Black Pearl farming's on that list.
Let's see.
Yeah, in fuel costs in crafting is realistically the biggest gold sink. So the development team has done everything they can to remove all of the gold sinks from the game. And then there's a silly assumption that a Kodo is associated with the in-game economy. Those are completely separate things.
Yeah, well, we would like to think that that's actually the case. The Kodo inflation problem is out of control. Last I looked, and again, I mentioned this yesterday's show, where Tina had mentioned that he couldn't find any crowns for sale on ShroudMarketplace.com because apparently people have been going and buying them up for whatever reasons. But I went out looking for some. Again, somebody was offering up a set of the virtue hats that we were talking about just a few minutes ago. And he wanted to know what the prices were. And I'm like, well, dude, nobody's offered them up. Haven't seen anybody offer up virtue hats. And I only want 3 of your set because I've got all the others and multiples thereof. I just don't have the first 3. So he told me to make him an offer. So I went around looking to buy up some crowns just so I could make the offer. And I noticed that Phil's Kodo Exchange at a lot of locations only has a couple of, speaking of which, that reminds me here. We'll give those to Jack. Oops. What happened there? There we go.
I don't know what you're doing. Oh, you're giving me all my Kodos back?
You're giving you your crowns back. And I'm giving you 1 extra just for interest. So, okay. Good Kisser. Nice name. Thank you for the follow. So anyway, I was out there looking for some crowns to make this guy an offer and found out that crowns are selling at over 400 gold pieces each now on a lot of vendors out there. And if you could find one of Phil's vendors that's not empty, he's still got them around the 320 something mark, but most of his vendors were out. All the other vendors were up at 400 plus, which is just totally ludicrous. I am not paying that. I don't want to pay what Phil pays, especially when I get my crowns for what, 60 gold pieces a piece a lot of times because, hey, I put buy orders out there and people sell them to me. So, hey,
Hey,
not my fault.
you do the things.
That's right. I do the things.
You do the things.
As FYI, the server is having issues. Ravlox is aware and working on it. Interesting. Interesting. Let's go look at the alerts.
What?
I don't know. I'm going to refresh my alerts over here and see what
What alerts?
Yeah, I don't see
I don't see
anything. I don't see anything mentioned anywhere pertinent where we would find that information.
Is it on the Shroud of the Avatar
It's
Twitter
probably
page?
on that Discord page that Oh, he mentioned it to you because he's a bug hunter and he has access to that.
Yeah,
that
because
in-house chat. I'm guessing
because we could also bring up the fact that the official Twitter account for Shroud of the Avatar, twitter.com/Shroud of Avatar, hasn't tweeted since January 28th.
Yeah. But I do have some updated news. I did get word from support that our link for new players is being finally worked on. And hopefully by the end of this release, we will have a shroudoftheavatar.com/NBNN link where new players can sign up and get some additional goodies. And I'm going to just scroll through here.
You know what? We should really pay attention to the fact that we have to pull a bundle.
Yeah, let's do that first.
Because Lomir just got in under the gun.
Let's go pull the bundle first. Yes, let's do that.
Yeah, and Andrea kill on sight getting the bundle on my stream. I don't see Andrea on set, so.
And Azorion Dufresne is our winner. Congratulations, Azorion. And we will reset that, open that up, and let's get over here and open some streamer bundles.
Yeah, and what are you doing, Lily? What are you doing? Are you purring? Yes, you are.
And Azorion is in game, making my life easy. Thank you, Azorion.
Okay. Now it's time to archive that and create giveaway, and then create and oops. There. Giveaway is open.
I took some time working on the list of things. They gave me a crown store limit as to what we could spend to go ahead and use to give them new stuff. So the things that were requested in the NBNN bundle to try and keep with NBNN's theme motif is an Aether Vibration backpack, an ornate short kilt, a bicocket hat, an ornate metal pipe, chaos glowing magic mug, and the Virtue Smoke emote. So hopefully, plus the included extra experience that he throws in that he did with the that other bundle. So we'll be having a link hopefully by the end of this release, by the next release. And for folks who have not joined the game yet, they will be able to join the game using our link and get these goodies for free. Hopefully it'll all be done by the end of this release and ready for next release. So
and as Mom pointed out, we should have also included an outhouse in that request.
Yeah, well, I was literally at the maximum crown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I had to. I wanted to give them a better pipe, but I had, or I wanted to give them something else better, but I had to, trim this and add that, and trim this and add that to get right to the, the crown limit.
Only an outhouse because you guys are usually full of shit.
Exactly, Mom.
Forget the other stuff.
So,
going from this link, you get an outhouse.
Although I'm going to have to disagree with that word. Usually, it's always.
I just think it's funny that you guys want this link because you spend the entire day complaining about all the things that are wrong with the game. But hey, come and sign up.
Hey,
Hey,
Yeah.
just because there are certain things that we don't like about the game doesn't mean that we haven't supported the game since before day one went live, and doesn't mean that we still don't continue to support the game. As we do support the game, we want the game to succeed. We just want all the
Jack
broken
doesn't
stuff
support the game.
fixed.
Jack took his money during a toddler's temper tantrum.
Well, but that's his right,
No,
you
no,
know.
wait. I didn't take all my money. I'm still logged into the game, Mom. And I just stopped contributing my money to the development
Contributing
of the game.
new money, yes,
Yes.
contributing new money. You got to understand that, between the two of us, we've probably got. I'm going to exaggerate here, but I know I've got over $30,000 of cash invested into the success of this game, and I'm sure Jack was equally into that hole before he
I,
sold a lot of his assets.
I was one of the top 10 backers at one point in time.
And
Yeah,
that
at one
makes
point.
your opinion no less valid than someone who has a regular account.
But
Or
see,
no more
if
valid,
if
I
it
should say.
if it wasn't for folks like us being generous and donating that money, we wouldn't have a game. Okay, so that is the
Yeah.
point. The people who back this game are the people who made this game come to fruition and make it a reality. And
I'm
we've been here
aware. I
eight
am one of
years.
them,
So
remember?
yeah, well, again, so then you should understand that while we may have been, we are maybe harsh critics, we still want the game to succeed. We want things done. That's all. And again, we were putting asses in seats long before it was fashionable, and we still want to continue to put asses in seats because asses in seats is what's going to contribute to the success of this game. So yes, while we may criticize it on the daily, we still want people to come in and join the game and be part of the community because, again, it is probably the most awesome gaming community that I've ever seen. And of course, that's what's kept me here as well. If any of you haven't heard the story, well, recap short. I landed in the hospital after 3 months of gameplay. People came from either coast 2 hours away to visit me in the hospital. People called me, texted me, found my number. I didn't give this information out, but people found me and
That's
reached
called
out to me.
stalking.
Yeah, well, there's different terms for it, but and it just totally overwhelmed me because I've never had a community of people in a gaming community literally come from East Coast and West Coast to Florida to come visit me, let alone visit me in the hospital because I was sick and I had only been here 3 months. So that just sort of floored me and kind of reset a raffle. I thought I did reset the raffle.
You did.
Yeah, it's reset. Maybe I didn't announce it. I don't know. I thought I did.
I'm in.
But yes, just because we critique it doesn't mean we don't want people to come play and be part of the community and all that stuff. So, and
And
while we
we
may
do
be full of
firmly
shit
believe
sometimes, we do
that,
advertise that we misinterpret the news. We don't make any
but
qualms about that.
the other thing is that bad decisions that hurt your own ability to make money need to be talked about.
Yes, because if we keep talking about it, maybe somebody will wake up and go, "Who? Maybe these guys have a point." Maybe.
No,
I
because
mean,
you guys are white noise at this point.
well, we've been white noise since day one.
Hey,
I mean,
the squeaky wheel gets the
No. If you guys
it,
hadn't been greased by now, it ain't happening.
well, we're getting greased here. We're getting the link. I only asked for
yeah.
it, before Christmas, so it may take a while, but
Well, Jack gets
yeah.
greased every weekend, but it has nothing to do with Shroud.
Sometimes they say the squeaky wheel gets replaced, but I don't see any of the other streamers who said we wouldn't last out there streaming.
Well,
Period. Let alone on the daily. So
not only that, like we have consistently provided entertainment for Shroud players longer than anyone else.
that's right.
You consistently provided me with head trauma.
And
Yeah,
you
but
keep
so
coming
does
back.
Timmy. So I mean,
Yeah.
you still deal with that. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I'm kind of relying on his money now.
Oh yeah, you love the big pollute just like you love us. That's why you tune in every
Yeah.
day.
And Bridge Troll, The truth is, this is a bridge troll statement. The truth is, there is no business model. You would sell pixel crack. They ain't thought of profit except on chandeliers.
That's right.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it is one where it's like, eventually someone will sit there and get it through their skull that, hey, we do have to change the way that we do things in order to get and retain additional new players. Now, we can talk about the number of players that we've brought into the game. We were one of the very first people actually giving away Steam keys to Shroud when you had to pay for that Steam key. And we were doing that out of our own pocket.
And yeah, when they decided to start giving them away to streamers for free, do you think they ever gave us any? Yeah,
then
well, they actually gave you a couple.
Actually, then they went free to play, and so that made all of that a moot point.
But we asked for them, we begged for them, and it was like no. And then Jack finally got his hands on a couple. But yeah, at that point, they went free to play and became a moot point. So we were giving away game keys. We were putting asses in seats long before it was fashionable, and I believe we're still putting asses in seats because we've got a pretty regular and dedicated audience out there. Whether they watch live here every day or whether they watch on Twitter, I'm sorry, Twitch or on YouTube after the fact, or listen to replays on the radio. We've got a pretty solid audience, and of course, you know, you don't get phone calls from Richard Garriott or Star Long because you're doing good. Sometimes we have pissed them off. I've never gotten a phone call from Chris though. You know, but
I've only heard about us possibly being banned from third parties.
Yeah,
because we said something that pissed them off.
Yeah, but
never
again,
to our face. Yeah.
Well, again, back in the day, I got calls from both Richard and Star. First time was Richard. Second time was Star. Oh no, I'm sorry. First time was Star. Second time was Richard because Star was too pissed at me to call me himself, so Richard had to call.
It wasn't my comments either, Mom.
Yeah. Well, again, you know, it just goes to show that we made the point and they heard what we had to say and they called to get verification on why we felt the way we felt. And I explained myself. And again, we're here for, you know, over 7 years doing this 5 days a week. Nobody else can claim the kind of time we claim, the thousands of shows we've done over the years. And of course, you know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease or gets replaced. Well, there ain't no replacing the only news show here in Shroud of the Avatar that's lasted this long.
I will be here to continue to call you out on your bullshit.
That's right. And we love you too. And we hope you stay here and call us out anytime you hear something you dislike. And of course, we welcome the audience out there to come join us in Discord and come and join in the conversation every day of the week. Unlike any other streamers, we welcome you to come on in and talk about what pisses you off, what excites you, what you'd like to see. Come on into Discord, and I'm going to go ahead and bang that out there.
Oh, yeah.
Come on in and join us anytime, or just join the community because we probably have the second largest Shroud of the Avatar community Discord server out there as well. Only next to the Shroud of the Avatar Discord server itself. So,
and all these people from Torque Scream are like, "Who the fuck is this crazy bitch?"
It's all good. That's Mom, leader of the Clan of the Wolf.
That's right. But one of the oldest running guilds out there in the world. I want to say
22 years.
23 years.
23.
Yeah. Second or third only to the Syndicate.
The Syndicate, yeah.
And Winfield says he's excited about fish. Let's change the topic and talk about fish. So just for Winfield, we're going to reach into the drawer and we're going to get the fish for Winfield. There you go, Winfield. Here's the fish. Because we got to have a fish just for Winfield here.
Why do you have a fish?
Because I do. It's actually a kitty fish. It's actually one of these. Hold on, can I find the? Yeah, here we go. I'll put that up there. You haven't seen the floppy fish? Oh, see, that got somebody's attention. Did that get your attention, Rusty? Oh, yes, it did. Yeah, you like that, huh? Let's see if you'll play with this finally. You didn't like it when you were younger. Yeah, he's like, what the hell is that thing?
I might be buying a tower with a laser and a mirror on it that will move around.
Oh, must be nice.
So laser pointer on the ground at all times.
Oh, I know what you're talking about for the kiddies. Okay, yeah.
No, actually, it's for you.
Yeah. Oh, what? What?
See, and you're going to be mildly entertained.
But mildly, yes.
Mildly.
Moving right along. We got some time to get into this again. Let's go to which one do we want? Group resource gathering. Let's start with that one. And make sure you refresh it.
Group resource gathering.
Because you and I have never played Screw Your Neighbor when it came to resource gathering. That's our favorite game to play whenever we go out hunting, which we never do.
We have good reasons to group up and adventure / kill enemies, but as soon as someone stops by a node to gather anything, the group will be held back or split up for a minute as the rest move forward. How about incentivizing gathering resources when playing in groups? This could either be done by either yielding extra producer XP to nearby group members or having a chance to add extra resources to the loot roll. Other way to incentivize groups would be spawning more / faster nodes. Maybe tied to some of their survey skills. For one, does the survey skill do anything for resource nodes?
We'll talk about that in the next post.
Okay. This would enable for some cool gathering parties, even in looking for group. Tirag comes back and says, I think this is an interesting idea. One of the LFG groups I like to lead is expeditions to Deep Ravenswood for newer players. I provide the bulk of the muscle and let them harvest when the slaying is done. I don't really participate in the harvest as I know they need the resources and XP more than I do, so the reward for me is the joy of assisting others and making new connections.
Way to go, Tirag.
It would be nice, though, if there were a few scenes designed specifically for party gathering, so partying is more than just an adventure. That doesn't address the fact that resource gathering... what's that? That survey skill not tied to a damn thing in game. Survey does nothing.
But we'll get to that.
Nothing.
We'll get to that.
Survey does 0.
We'll get to that.
Okay. I like the roll the dice, which is practice now. The only drawback is that it'll interrupt our fight to respond to the loot distribution, so it's not ideal. I agree with the idea. One more thing is roll dice. Also play it during distribution time. Whenever the party decides to group carrying weight for 3 times the capacity of A plus B plus C. When the majority votes to distribute, they can start the distribution process.
Called auto loot, dude. Turn it on. Auto loot, dude. Turn it on.
Adam Crow, I like the idea, but that would stop everyone from just bringing alts along while gathering to get the bonus resources for themselves.
Not really, because your group is limited to a certain limit and you would only have room for so much. Now, if you wanted to have your 3 alts and yourself go out together and do that, that's actually being fixed, Tina. David is on that. Devil Cult is working on that, and he is going to have that supposedly set as default coming up for this next release. I do know that as well.
Was actually based off of like auto rule for loot was enabled by default in one condition, but not the second condition.
Yeah.
And so depending on how you started the party, it would default one way, but not the other. So that's being fixed.
Let's
Now we
move
talked about
to
that a few months ago.
let's move to the next topic, which is the
No,
coming
no,
time
no.
of gathering.
Hey, we still didn't talk about surveying.
You got to go to the next post. The coming time of gathering.
Oh, the skill of questions.
The skill of questions. Yes. So let's
From
talk
Time
about
Lord.
that from our buddy Time Lord. Love you,
The
Time
gathering
Lord.
skill is still a mystery to me. I have gathering on many of my characters spread across all of my accounts. Lately, gathering is all I've been doing in game because my wife and I have been tag teaming playing a character named Coconut.
TOS violation. TOS violation.
For what? Coconut?
Sharing accounts.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
currently
like we
working on
can,
getting
yeah.
Coconut's final gathering skills up to at least 100, which is survey forestry. I know, or I think I know, that all the skills in each gathering tree are somehow connected, but I can't say how. It's only a suspicion or superstition of mine that somehow the higher numbers over 100 are important. Coconut will have 100 in all the gathering trees soon, but her main gathering skill, the mining tree, has all of its skills around 140. We didn't have a forum thread with gathering in its title that had much information. I would think whatever anyone does know about it, even the suspicions or superstitions, need to be well gathered before this gathering event.
Go fishing naked and drunk.
Yeah. And like Adam Crow's like, I don't think the skills are connected at all, because they're not. Survey doesn't do a damn thing. It just makes the nodes glow, which is pretty useless once you learn where they are.
That's right. And sometimes it doesn't even do that, but that's all survey does.
Yeah.
It makes them glow from a further distance so you can see them further off, and most of the time
it doesn't even
actually work
Yeah.
properly. So
Yeah.
yes, while that's what survey does, it would be nice if it worked. So shoot us for complaining, Mom, because it would be nice if it did what it said it does.
No, this is a new complaint. I will allow
No,
it.
it's an old complaint. This has been around
Yes, but not
forever.
one that I hear every single fucking day.
Oh, well, that's a different story.
Am I a Doctor Who fan? It depends on the day.
I'm the one who GM surveyed just because it drove me crazy to have even numbers.
Ah, okay. Well, I just GM'd it because, GM it,
And remember, a long time ago, there was a belief that surveying actually increased the number of nodes that were available in a scene.
Yes, it was supposed to.
And that was proven false time and time again. But there was still that myth that kept on being perpetuated.
I wish that they had gone with a model similar to how you all worked, where nodes had a chance, like they started off as one ore, and depending on your skill, you could get higher and higher.
Exactly,
and while there was only certain spots, here it would give you a choice. You could go to, you didn't have to go to one mine for one type of ore, and survey could affect your chances of getting the better ore. But
I like the fact that anything that was a rock could be mined, and anything that was a tree could be chopped down, period. And you didn't just have to go to a scene. Yeah, you didn't have to go to a scene. I agree with that one, Mom, that you just walk up to a side of a mountain and start hacking away, but spawn nodes were set someplace, and you had to actually find that location where that node was centered around so that you could actually, find those rare ores. And there were actual spawns for that, but in certain areas, yes, it was just, as your mining went up, your chance of getting different ores became better, which was way, way, way cool. And to finally add, we're going to probably just stop at this one, but Anpu says the same thing. The survey skill only do one thing. It gradually increases the glow of related nodes. That's it. Now, again, Time Lord goes into a whole list of his, what happens there. But Basically, that's all I really wanted to touch on was that the survey skill. Uh, Surveying was something that was used also in UO. You had to get a survey kit so you could
Yeah.
find out where to mine. It would cost and it cost
Wait,
quite a bit. You know,
what? I don't remember that.
you don't remember having survey kits?
Nope.
Or maybe that
I
was
just
something.
remember grabbing a pickaxe and going and attacking dirt
Yeah.
and rocks.
Well, my favorite was finding those nice rocks in the middle of the forest where you wouldn't find any PvPers because they don't expect you to be mining there. And yeah, you could just find a rock sitting in the middle of the trees and just sit there and mine the rock for a while.
Colored ores, I mean, like Valorite and all those other colored ores were already there.
Empyrean and
And
yeah.
depending on what your skill level was, and if you were in the right location, you would be able to mine them. I never used a survey kit to identify what was in a node. I
Yeah,
just
I'm
had to
thinking
memorize where the nodes
survey
were.
kits came in with T2A was where they came in.
Yeah,
Might have been 3D, but I think it was T2A where it actually came
I
in.
just used AutoMap that had them all handily marked for me.
yeah.
Well, UO
Once it
AutoMap,
became legal to use it.
and again, that's another one of them little minor nitpicks, when Jacob White made Soda Map. Jacob White also had a version of Soda Map that worked
Nodes
just
of,
like
yes.
UO Auto Map. And it
And
would
you could
track your
actually
party
like put,
members and
yeah,
put your nodes down and see all that. And when Portalarium bought it, they just
wiped it
tossed
all. Yeah.
it to the wind and messed it all up, man. I tell
Yeah.
you what.
The map that Jacob White did for Shroud was so much better, because it did have all that functionality of you could specify, put pins down for resource nodes. You could identify exactly.
You could actually
Yeah.
identify them by what they were. You could put a cotton node down, you can put a ore node down, and you could have your own
Type of
map.
wood, yeah.
Would show you exactly whether it was a maple tree, a pine tree, a cotton bush, whatever it was that you wanted to mark was all built in. It's still built into the map on the website, but it doesn't work as it used to back when Jacob White had control over it, and it really makes me sad that they just really did poor workmanship on with this asset that they bought off of Jacob White. But again, that's what it is, and you could actually use it. That's right, Tina. You could actually use it, which was again, and I mean, he never really released the auto map feature, but we got a chance to test it while he still owned it, and
I
it
think
was
I still have
freaking
it on my
awesome.
desktop.
I may still have it somewhere in the system. As a matter of fact, no, that hard drive actually just went into another box that I just inherited. And I just
or did I
wiped.
delete it? But I'd much rather look at those pictures that are right there.
Yeah, nudie pics.
I don't know. It's the ones I took for someone's OnlyFans.
Oh yes, I'm sure you would rather look at those pictures.
Yeah, because
I'm sure you would. But real quick, gonna remind everybody: make sure you typed in exclamation I love free shit exclamation bundle me, because
it's that time.
It's about time for us to start wrapping things up here and getting out of here. So we're just gonna really quickly remind you that you're tuned in to Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Genesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News, catching us in replays on YouTube, on Twitch, on WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And of course, we're here 24/7 for you on demand on Twitch and YouTube. Replays at 6s and 12s around the clock on WRFB. Nom, 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 nom. Thank you for my Doritos. Britannia Mining Company wants you to come check out Blackrock Cove and their newly added Quell Marketplace, which is right next to Blackrock Cove, where you can find guild pricing on all your crafting goods across the board. And Quell Marketplace has now got little villages, townships, whatever you want to call them, that are dedicated solely to what you're looking for. So if you want mining supplies, you can go to one township. If you want forestry supplies, you go to another township. and only those items will be found in those townships. WRFB Radio Free Britannia bring you the latest news and entertainment 24/7 around the clock, including us, two idiots who misinterpret the news so you don't have to. At 12s and 6s around the clock if you missed us live at noon. Hourly world news and music throughout the day to keep you going while you're out there doing your daily grind. ShroudMusic.com for ABC files. And of course, Shroud Marketplace, the place to go buy or sell anything and everything Shroud the Avatar related, so long as it's not a bannable offense.
Not a whole lot of bannable offenses in Shroud.
And there's not a whole lot of things that can get you banned. But meanwhile, we're going to close out our giveaways. Where are we going to start? Streamer bundles?
Streamer bundle victory goes to Lomir on my stream.
Lomir, congratulations.
Congrats
and
on that.
Kensai GM is the winner on my side. Kensai, you are who again? You what, Windy? I believe it was.
Then after that, Steam Key giveaway goes to Dwip, who's getting himself a copy of Ghost Files, The Face of Guilt on my stream. And that's $9.99. So congratulations.
Yes, and we got Woblip with the Steam Key, and he's going to get a copy of Konung 2 on my stream. Konung 2 going out to Woblip, and Konung 2 worth a whole $2.99. Still more than what you had when you got in here, but of course, we'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN like we are every day of the week. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, for 7+ years right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Lomir.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. And we'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.